This is my message to the Republicans who have been chomping at the bit ever since the search warrant executed by the FBI, obtained by the Department of Justice, signed by a federal judge that Donald Trump actually appointed. This is my message to the Donald Trumpers out there screaming for civil war and on the defense of Donald Trump. Stop. Stop it now. Donald Trump, I want you to stop for many, many reasons, and here are a few. One, it's not worth it. He is not worth it. Donald Trump is not worth it. He is not worth it at all. He is not going to do the same to save you. So why are you breaking your backs trying to save him? Are you doing it because it's for the good of the country? In the last 24 hours, well, actually now it's been 2 days actually. For the last 2 days, ever since the news broke that the search at Mar-a-Lago happened, I have seen nothing on social media but Trumpers screaming that this search was illegal. No, it wasn't. This wasn't a warrantless search. They spent almost a year investigating, placing themselves to this point. Actually strategically going through the situation, investigating, gathering evidence, and then making the case to actually search Donald Trump's home. And yet, it's unprecedented that a former president could his home being searched after he left the White House. But here's the thing. We know that Donald Trump took papers from the White House on January 20th after he left the White House before the inauguration of President Biden. We know this. We know this. That is what this is about. Now, January 6th, that's coming soon. But that is what this search is about. And I sure to wonder what those classified papers were. So no, this wasn't against the law. They used the law to get to Trump, to get to that search. And the people who are screaming that are just a bunch of liars. Whether you're just a Trumper out there screaming at the bit about this, or whether you're just some idiotic fool on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, in the end of the day, Donald Trump is accused of breaking the law, and the Department of Justice executed the necessary legal steps in order to search his home, and they did their jobs by the book, by the law. But when you start screaming things like, it's going to be civil war time, we're going to war. No, you're not going to war. And I'm going to tell you why you're not going to. Because for one thing, you Trumpers, except for the example of January 6th, are nothing but talk. You don't have the strength to go to war. You don't have the guts to go to war. And all the time you do this, anytime you do that, you scream on Facebook that we're going to war. We're going to civil war. We're going to take it all down. We're going to take down the Democrats. We're going to take down Joe Biden. We're going to take them all down. You are making the FBI, Homeland Security, every single law enforcement agency that's credible, that isn't sucking up to Donald Trump, come after you. So stop. And if you think that Donald Trump is going to save your ass, you're wrong. And I'm not being hyperbolic about this. I am telling you from personal history. Donald Trump will not save you, will not protect you if your ass is in a sling. And thanks to these screaming of civil war, it is. And now for the people in the right-wing media, Fox News, I'm talking to you. You're all angry and shocked and shaken. You trot out Beavis and Peggy Hill. I'm talking about Eric Trump and Lauren Trump, you guys trot them out and try to show yourselves loyal to Donald Trump. Look what we did. Look what you did, Donald. You brought your kids on board, and they're defending you. They're giving you the platform. They're defending you. Seriously? And then this morning, I saw, oh God. This morning, I saw Jeanine Pirro, who's supposed to be a judge, screaming and yelling like she's a woman on drugs or a woman on alcohol. She sounded like a crack whore, to be honest with you. Screaming and angered at the Justice Department as to what happened. Seriously? Jeanine, you're supposed to be a person of the law. Or at least you claim to be. But you're not. You really aren't. If you knew anything about the law, and obviously you don't know, as I said earlier, evidence was gathered, they got the warrant, they made the search. They did it all legally. Legally. You see, you want to keep screaming at the bit that this was wrong, this was evil, this was demonic. But here's my question to you. What was this? This was wrong, this was demonic, this was wrong. When African Americans were being shot down by police officers, or cops had knees on their necks. What was this breaking in crap when Breonna Taylor was murdered? But that's a subject for another day. And then for the Republicans in the Senate and Congress, stop. Just stop. Mary Jane Taylor Greene's been tweeting nonstop about how wrong this is. Green, you're part of the damn problem. Josh Hawley, the fist in the air on January 6th, just before the riots, the attack started. You're trying to say that this is wrong. You're part of the problem. Jim Jordan of my state of Ohio, trying to say Donald Trump has been harassed and he's the toughest guy out there. No, he's not. And neither are you, you rapist enabling bastard. You want to prove that you're tough. You want to prove that you're strong and everything else. You're not doing anything but making yourself look like criminals, like clowns, like fools, day in and day out. So stop with the talk of civil war, because every time you do talk about that, you are making it 10 times easier for the federal government to come after you, for the FBI to come after you, for Homeland Security to come after you, for every law enforcement agency that has any credibility left to come after you. If Donald Trump were 100% innocent, I will be the first to apologize, but we know he is not. Because every time the man speaks on Truth Social, every time the man speaks at one of these idiotic rallies, every time one of you speak on his behalf in Congress, in the Senate, you guys on Facebook, on Fox News, ONN, Newsmax, every time you speak, you make him into look like a guilty man every step of the way. So stop with the talk about civil war, because it's not going to happen. And if it does happen, you are going to lose, and lose royally. Donald Trump is not worth this shit. Walk away from him now before your freedoms and your futures and your family's futures are taken away from you. And they will be taken away. Every single day you speak about this is a day you make this worse on him and on you. You want to believe me? Look at what's happening right now. I just received word that an idiot going on Facebook texting about civil war, how he's going to kill Biden, was arrested by the FBI. You think that this is not going to come back on you? And I don't think that's the arrogance of this. You think that just because Donald Trump is on your side, and I can say whatever I want on Facebook, you think the consequences are not going to touch you. They are going to touch you. They've been touching you from the very beginning. Now it's time for you, and it's time for Donald Trump supporters out there in the Congress and Senate, wake up to that fact. And if you don't wake up to that fact, you're going to be joining your boy, the MAGA shaman, in prison. And it's not going to be pretty. And sooner or later, Donald Trump's going to join you. Members of his family are going to join you. Members of the Republican House and Senate are going to join you. Stop this now. Because quite honestly, if you don't, you deserve everything you get. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.